Philadelphia Eagles fans, get ready, because this Monday Night Football matchup is shaping up to be one for the ages. After a tough loss to the Carolina Panthers at home last week, the Eagles are coming back into the spotlight with a renewed sense of determination. The energy in Philadelphia is always strongest when the team is viewed as the underdog, and this mindset has been the backbone of the city's sports culture for decades. The Birds are hungry to prove that they belong at the top of the NFC, and the anticipation for their upcoming clash with the Green Bay Packers is building to a fever pitch. The over-under for this game is set at 45 points, which signals that both offenses are expected to put on a show, and with the kind of talent on display on both sides, fans can expect fireworks. Philadelphia has developed a fascinating rivalry with Green Bay over the past few seasons, despite not being divisional opponents. Their encounters have become increasingly intense, marked by memorable moments and high-stakes plays that have captured the attention of NFL fans everywhere. Back in the first week of the 2024 season in Brazil, the Eagles were able to edge out the Packers 34-29 in a thrilling contest. Despite turning the ball over twice in the opening drives, Philadelphia's offense eventually found its rhythm and carried the team to victory. Later in the wild card round, the Eagles dominated at Lincoln Financial Field, winning 22-10. They forced multiple turnovers from Jordan Love, highlighting the defensive strength that has been a signature of the team in big moments. That game, though, was a reminder that no win is ever guaranteed, and even dominant performances require focus and precision to maintain control throughout 60 minutes. Over the last few years, the Green Bay rivalry has only intensified, fueled by social media exchanges and a series of close, hard-fought games. Both franchises have established themselves as NFC contenders, and their head-to-head matchups often have playoff-level intensity, even when they occur in the regular season. For Jalen Hurts, this will mark his first appearance at Lambeau Field since his early days in the NFL. Back in 2020, during the final year of Doug Peterson's tenure and Carson Wentz's struggles, Hurts took his first meaningful snaps in a quiet, fan-less stadium during the pandemic season. He showed flashes of brilliance, both through the air and with his legs, and those performances ultimately cemented him as the future face of the franchise. Since then, Hurts has developed into one of the league's premier quarterbacks, leading the Eagles to multiple Super Bowl appearances and capturing a championship with an MVP performance. Watching Hurts return to Lambeau, where his professional journey truly began, adds a layer of narrative drama to an already high-stakes contest. Green Bay has had a season of ups and downs, demonstrating moments of brilliance and periods of puzzling inconsistency. They began the year with an impressive victory over the Detroit Lions, scoring 27-13, followed by a strong performance against the Washington Commanders, winning 27-18 on a short week. Yet, the Packers have also endured perplexing defeats, like their 3-point loss to the Cleveland Browns, a team struggling in many areas. Week 4 ended in a 40-40 tie against the Dallas Cowboys in overtime, showcasing their capacity for explosive scoring, but also exposing vulnerability in crucial situations. Despite these fluctuations, Jordan Love has displayed the kind of talent that can dominate when he finds a rhythm, completing long streaks of consecutive passes and taking his team to impressive wins. Yet their loss to Carolina last week highlighted ongoing issues, particularly in the red zone, and emphasized the need for consistency and identity on offense under Matt LaFleur's guidance. Meanwhile, the Eagles have been finding momentum following their bye week. Their early season included a mixture of dominant victories and unexpected losses, but the last 2 games before the break demonstrated a newfound balance and synergy across all 3 phases. Philadelphia showcased a highly efficient offense led by Hurts, complemented by a defense capable of stepping up when the offense faced challenges. The front office, under Howie Roseman, has been active, executing key trades that brought in fresh talent like Michael Carter, Gur Alexander, and Jalen Phillips. These acquisitions strengthen the roster significantly and provide new dynamics for head coach Nick Sirianni and defensive coordinator Vic Fangio to leverage as they prepare for a critical stretch of the season. Incorporating these new players effectively and understanding their snap counts and roles will be essential to maintain Philadelphia's edge against Green Bay. Injuries remain a consideration, as they always do in the NFL. The Eagles have multiple players returning from various ailments, including triceps, pectoral, and knee issues, while Green Bay is dealing with the loss of star tight end Tucker Kraft, a devastating blow for their offensive scheme. The Packers roster is dealing with other physical setbacks as well, including shoulder, MCL, calf, and foot injuries that could impact both depth and game-day performance. How each team manages these absences, especially in such a pivotal matchup, will likely be a decisive factor in the outcome. Statistically, both teams bring strong credentials to the field. The Packers rank well in total yards, points per game, and efficiency on third downs, though they have struggled to capitalize in the red zone. Philadelphia has demonstrated the league's best red zone efficiency while showing recent improvements in explosive plays and rushing production. Saquon Barkley and Tank Bigsby have been electric in the backfield, and establishing a strong ground game will be crucial, particularly given the cold conditions expected at Lambeau. With forecasted temperatures dipping into the mid-20s and gusts of wind up to 22 miles per hour, environmental factors could play a role in both offensive strategies and overall execution. For the Eagles, the keys to victory are clear. Maintain offensive rhythm, pressure Jordan Love early to disrupt Green Bay's passing game, and assert dominance in the running game. Defensive execution, particularly in containing explosive plays and mitigating mistakes, will be equally important. Every phase of the game must function at a high level to secure a win in what is arguably one of the season's most consequential matchups. This game will not only impact standings, but could shape the narrative for the rest of the year, determining playoff seeding and momentum as both teams jockey for top position in the NFC. The intensity of the Eagles-Packers rivalry, the strategic chess match between coaching staffs, and the skill sets on display from players like Hurts, Barkley, and the newly acquired defensive pieces all combine to make this a game that fans will remember for a long time. As we look closer at this matchup, it is impossible to ignore the narrative of urgency surrounding both teams. The Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off a bye week, have had the chance to recalibrate and refine their strategies, making adjustments that could prove pivotal on Monday night. Their offensive line has shown signs of cohesion recently, giving Jalen Hurts the protection needed to unlock big plays downfield. The connection with his receivers has been crisp, and Hurts' ability to read defenses and make quick decisions has elevated Philadelphia's offensive efficiency to one of the league's highest levels over the past few games. When the Eagles are firing on all cylinders, the combination of a balanced rushing attack and precise passing makes them nearly unstoppable, forcing defenses to account for multiple threats simultaneously. Saquon Barkley has emerged as a true game-changer in the backfield. His vision, acceleration, and ability to break tackles have turned what would be routine runs into highlight reel plays. Alongside him, Tank Bigsby adds a complementary skill set, combining speed and power to keep defenses honest. The success of the Eagles' running game will be critical, especially against a Green Bay defensive front that has proven strong in theory but inconsistent in execution. Carolina's recent success against the Packers, with Rico Dowell running rampant, serves as a warning sign. Philadelphia must establish control on the ground early, dictating the pace of the game and forcing Green Bay to adjust to their tempo. The offensive identity that the Eagles have been striving to solidify appears to be taking shape, and the cold conditions of Lambeau Field will reward disciplined, patient, and physical football, exactly the style that suits Philadelphia's strengths. Defensively, the Eagles have multiple avenues to disrupt Green Bay's rhythm. Pressuring Jordan Love and forcing him into quick decisions could lead to critical turnovers. Love, while highly talented and capable of dazzling throws, has historically struggled when under duress against Philadelphia's defensive schemes. Creating confusion, hitting the quarterback early, and limiting his time in the pocket will be paramount. Philadelphia's linebackers and secondary will need to communicate flawlessly, adjusting to motions, screens, and unexpected routes. The recent acquisitions, Michael Carter, Gur Alexander, and Jalen Phillips add depth, experience, and versatility, giving the defense new tools to counter Green Bay's varied offensive approaches. How these players are integrated into the rotation and how quickly they can make an impact will influence the outcome significantly. Green Bay's offensive struggles without Tucker Kraft cannot be understated. Kraft's presence in the red zone as a blocker and receiver created mismatches that the Eagles will now aim to exploit. Without him, the Packers must rely on less experienced players, and this could limit their red zone efficiency and overall scoring potential. Philadelphia's defense will need to stay disciplined, maintain gap integrity against the run, and apply consistent pressure without overcommitting. Meanwhile, on third downs, both teams have the ability to swing momentum quickly. Philadelphia's third down conversion rate has room for improvement, but their explosive scoring ability once inside the 20-yard line offsets some of that inefficiency. Maintaining composure, minimizing penalties, and winning critical third down situations could very well decide the game. Weather is another factor that cannot be ignored. Lambeau Field is notorious for its cold, harsh conditions, and while snow is not currently expected, temperatures are projected to drop to the mid-20s, with wind gusts impacting passing and kicking. This environment tends to favor the more physical, well-balanced team capable of grinding out yardage on the ground. Philadelphia has shown the ability to run the ball effectively in adverse conditions, and if they can establish that early, it may force Green Bay to abandon the run in favor of riskier passing plays, which could lead to mistakes. Special teams will also play a significant role, as field position and kicking accuracy become magnified when weather adds a layer of difficulty. The mental aspect of this game is equally important. Philadelphia is entering Lambeau Field with confidence and momentum, particularly after strong performances leading into the bye week. The Eagles have demonstrated resilience in close games and the capacity to adjust mid-game, a trait that has been critical in their journey to the top of the NFC. Green Bay, conversely, has shown flashes of brilliance but also inconsistency, particularly in high-pressure scenarios. The psychological edge may lie with Philadelphia, whose recent victories and roster moves indicate a team peaking at the right moment. The intensity of this matchup, combined with the storied history developing between these franchises, ensures that every play will carry weight, both physically and emotionally. Matchups to watch include the Eagles' ability to dominate the trenches, both offensively and defensively. Establishing leverage in the line of scrimmage will be critical for controlling time of possession and opening lanes for Barkley and Bigsby. Hurt's ability to read the defense and deliver accurate passes under pressure will test Green Bay's secondary, while the defensive front aims to limit Love's mobility and create disruption. The Eagles' linebackers will need to balance run support with pass coverage, particularly with the Packers adjusting to the loss of Kraft. Success in these matchups could dictate the overall flow of the game and determine which team can impose its will. From a broader perspective, the stakes in this game are immense. Both teams are vying for supremacy in the NFC, and this contest could have playoff implications that extend beyond simple win-loss records. Philadelphia has a chance to solidify a top seed, improve tiebreakers, and build momentum heading into the latter portion of the season. Green Bay is seeking consistency, identity, and the ability to demonstrate they belong in the conversation for championship contention. Every possession matters. Every play carries significance, and the intensity of Monday night will reflect the importance of this matchup. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples through the NFL community, Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni has reportedly made a move that no one saw coming. Sources close to the team claim that a player considered untouchable just weeks ago has been benched following a heated controversy during practice. The decision, described by insiders as swift and unexpected, has left fans and analysts scrambling for answers. While details remain scarce, the incident allegedly involved a clash of egos on the practice field, with tempers flaring and tensions spilling over during what was supposed to be a routine session. Those present described the situation as intense and suggest that SIRIANNI, known for his strategic mind and calm demeanor, reached his breaking point. The benching has reportedly not only shocked the locker room, but also ignited speculation about possible ripple effects on the team's offensive dynamics. Eagles faithful are now divided. Some defend SIRIANNI's decision, arguing that discipline and accountability are critical in maintaining a championship-caliber team, while others are questioning the timing and the potential impact on morale. Analysts are already debating how this move might affect Philadelphia's upcoming games, with some predicting a shakeup in the starting lineup and others warning that the team's chemistry could be at risk. Social media has exploded with reactions, ranging from disbelief to outright anger. Fans have flooded platforms with memes, theories, and heated discussions as everyone tries to piece together what exactly happened behind the closed doors of the Eagles' training facility. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly keeping a close eye on the situation, recognizing that any internal disruption could present a strategic advantage in the weeks ahead. Though official statements remain tightly controlled, sources hint that SIRIANNI's bold decision may be a calculated message to the entire roster. No player, no matter how talented, is above the team. Whether this move proves to be a stroke of genius or a misstep remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The Eagles camp is far from quiet, and the NFL world will be watching every development closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.